pressure. A little bit cooler down that northeastern coast, quite pleasant than that, getting up to very close to the 12.
Anyway, while the TV is blaring away, here's some cool stuff I got from Hillary Oxide, our tour today. You saw her on the video.
And that's the weather people here on the
Oh, the Beatles Liverpool Definitive Guide. This is signed by the author here. And then here's my postcards I just got. I got 2 t-shirts also.
Now we come to our program for Open University students, and tonight we're looking at the politics of equal opportunity.
Beatle schools, Beatle pubs, Strawberry Fields, Liverpool birthplaces, Liverpool birthplaces, Matthew Street. I've been going around to all these places tonight. It's been great. I'm coming back. I've got a personal guide lined up for the Hillary. Here's some maps I got on Liverpool, John Lennon's Liverpool, Beatles Liverpool, and London Beatles. Yes! My t-shirts are over there. When I get all this stuff home, I'll be documenting it. And through the tables.
An ungentlemanly act, a governor's tale. Ian Richardson. And still rocking after all these years. Radio 2 celebrates McCartney at 50. Radio Times profiles his outstanding career as Britain's most successful singer-songwriter with a special souvenir issue. The Radio Times, Magazine of the Year.
Wow, I better go get that. The Radio
Let's take a
Times.
look at the weather. Overnight, the heavy thundery showers will die out over England and Wales, but the dampness from any late downpours could lead to some mist
More weather.
and fog.
Called me to one side, and I think he felt quite threatened. He said words to the effect of, "You'll be up tonight, or you'll be coming back."
And you were, weren't you?
Yes, absolutely.
It's 5 after midnight. I didn't sleep.
And now people just tell me to sell it, buy somewhere more comfortable.
Best friends. Balance of Brett Wing.
Here, a senior cabinet minister accused of undermining John Major's policy on Europe has issued a statement backing the government's stance. The Social Security Secretary, Peter Lilly, said he fully supported the Prime Minister. There had been speculation he might have to resign. Another alleged cabinet rebel, Chief Secretary to the Treasury, Michael Portillo, says he backs Mr. Major as well. In Colombia, the Prime Minister played down the affair.
1993. The burning has to stop.
That was a public information film. And it brings us to the end of things for tonight here on BBC One. Although we're about to call it a day, BBC Radio is still on the air, of course, on Radio 1 FM. Bob Harris has just kicked off his music show, and tonight he has the Hamsters in session. On Radio 2, though, shortly, you're invited to enjoy some jazz from the Camden Jazz Cafe. But here on BBC One, we're about to turn in, so on behalf of the whole team working here, this is...
Well, I don't blame you.
A safe and peaceful night. Good night.
So let's see what they do when they sign off. They're just going to leave it like that. God save the Queen. And this is my Liverpool morning shot. It's about 10 to 7. The sun. There's that cathedral. There's the Anglican Cathedral. Alrighty. I'm down to the streets. Matthew Street's right down there. A couple blocks down. Left. Real close. Went down there last night. To a pub. hung around and checked out the people shop a little bit. But we're out of here now. The name of our hotel is Moat House Hotel. This is it now. And the man is losing all kinds of stuff. I've lost my shampoo, I lost 4 postcards now, I've lost my favorite t-shirt that I bought, so I have to try to replace that. God, I can't believe this guy. Why don't I just leave my stuff places and don't ever get a chance. This is the room. Sometimes, some reason I leave my stuff laying all over the place. And I lose it. I lost my favorite t-shirt with little British doggies on it. With a little t-shirt, the Britain t-shirt. God, it makes me mad. It's my favorite one. I think I just took it off when I had it on and threw it on the floor, and it just never got back in my luggage.
Which one? Oh, him. You got him up.
Everybody left their keys.
Oh, it doesn't matter about that.
Oh, you saw. The locks get moved around.
The keys are a variable feast. They
Yes.
are permanently shifting from one place to another.
It's a sad day today. It's the last one, isn't it? Maybe it's a great day for Martin.
Tomorrow afternoon. Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and it is at last. I've worked on the principle if I'm going to get blamed for the bad weather, I'm going to take the credit for the good weather. And what we're going to do is we're going to go under the River Mersey through the Mersey Tunnel.
Wallasey Tunnel?
Mersey Tunnel. And they've changed it. It does take pound points and they've doubled the price.
What was it now?
3.
Another one.
They've got new machines and you can't take pound points.
What do you want?
As we come around here, we come around by the Lime Street station, the first railway station in the world. The first railway station in the world, or first railway line, was the Stockton to Darlington. And that was effectively just taking goods and people who wanted to say that they'd been on a railway train. First proper commuter line was a man called William Huskinson. It was a big ceremony. Train pulled into the station. He was there with a pair of scissors to cut the ribbon, red carpet. As the train pulled in, he tripped over the red carpet and fell underneath the train. was killed. George's Hall. This has now been declared a building of European interest. In other words, the responsibility for it is the responsibility of the common market for the upkeep. A series of museums. This particular view down here, I don't know, there's quite a good one down towards the Liver building, but whenever they filmed quite a lot of it in Liverpool, and then just as they were finishing the filming, they got permission because of Glasnost, Perestroika, to film it in Russian. So if you do see the film, half of the Russian shots are done in Liverpool and the other half are done in Moscow. In contrast, what we have in front of us, you can see evidence of the devastation of the war. Although there is a school of thought that says, Prince Charles leading it, that says more damage was done to the city by the architects after the war than the Luftwaffe managed to do. Now we're going to go through, there are two tunnels underneath the Mersey. There's the Birkenhead Tunnel, the Wallasey Tunnel. We're going to go under the Wallasey Tunnel, which will take us to the tip of the Wirral Peninsula. The first tunnel was opened in the 1930s by King George V and is called the Queen's Way. The second tunnel was opened in the 1960s by our present Queen and is called the King's Way. When the first one was constructed in the 30s, it was the longest underwater tunnel in the world, just around 2 miles long. It's since been superseded by several others. The longest one in Britain at the moment, although it's not technically open, the work has been finished on it, is the tunnel between England and France, which is around 31 miles long. The longest in the world, I believe, at the present stage connects two of the Japanese islands. It's about 33 miles long. Now there is this rumour that as we go through here, Derek and or I might sing the Yellow Submarines. It's just a rumour. It started when Paul McCartney, who has a place on the Wirral, was bringing his children through here to see relatives who are still in Liverpool. And as they came through the tunnel with the kids, so they sang the Yellow Submarine.
Do you guys sing? You want me to sing it? Yep. Okay.
You can join in.
In a town where I was born, lived a man. Lived a man who sailed the sea. Everybody, they're a bunch of wimps. No one will sing.
So we sailed on to the sun.
place wimps. You won't sit.
Yellow submarine. We all live in a yellow submarine. Yellow submarine. Yellow submarine. And our friends are all aboard. Many more of them live next door. And the band begins to play. We all live in a yellow submarine. Yellow submarine. Yellow submarine. We all live in a yellow submarine. Yellow submarine. Yellow submarine. Yellow submarine. We all live in a yellow submarine. Yellow submarine.
And so we come out on the Wirral Peninsula. Now, our day today is going to take us just down the road here to the city of Chester. The rival city, the port on the River Dee. But the port, for a long time, no longer functioning. The Dee silted up. Then we're going to go down to Stoke-on-Trent, quite close to the middle of the country, to have a look at the potteries, and particularly the pottery of from the Wedgwood factory through to Stratford, and there we'll have a look at where William Shakespeare was born. He just can't get over this sunshine.
Thank you, Daddy.
In their place. In fact, I think what we'd do anyway, we'd just drive so we can just cross the border into Wales. It's just nice to see the Red Dragon anyway, isn't it?
That's you, mate.
Huh? It'll show you just how close to the border we are. So I had a good run through there. This is a very good place. You go around that way to the left, you know, by the city wall and the blossoms, and then over the bridge that way. Now, what I'm going to do is asking Derek here just to drive us a little bit so that we can pick up some of the main points, and then later when we get down I'll show you how to get onto those sections. Firstly, we have the canal. We're just going to go across it. Just one of the major places for the canals. They were built in the 1700s to shift the goods up to the northern ports. All around us here you'll see the name Grosvenor. The Grosvenors were like the Percys. They were given the land of Cheshire by William the Conqueror, except that their watching brief was to make sure that the Welsh didn't get across the border. One of them then made a very advantageous marriage, and he got 700 acres of land outside of the medieval city of London, which he did a very good job draining and building property on. Then the king bought Buckingham House So the Grosvenors ended up with the modern-day suburbs of Mayfair, Belgravia, and Pimlico. Means that Gerald Grosvenor, the present Duke of Westminster, is the wealthiest man in Britain, apart from wealthiest person apart from the Queen. Has an estimated income of £60 a second. So all over the place you will see Grosvenor this, Grosvenor that. On many of the buildings you will see the wheat sheath. Now here on the left hand side are the Grosvenor Gardens, just beginning here. Lovely gardens to stroll around. On the left, the ruins of St. John's Priory, and outside the city wall, on our left, we have the Roman amphitheatre. These were for gladiatorial games. You'll be able to walk back here if you choose to. I know some people are keen shoppers, and others may wish to see other things. Some may want to walk down to the river. Some of you may want to go all the way around on the city wall. It's got a good city wall here. They're contemplating, this building on our right-hand side is the telephone exchange. They're contemplating doing excavations to go underneath the telephone exchange and see if they can find more of the amphitheatre. And it's outside the city wall. You'll see, if we can go very slowly here, dear, to our right part of the old Roman buttress. On the left you can see the columns down there of a Roman, they think a garden area which was a sort of a rest and recreation area. There is a heating system for water. So we're inside the medieval Roman city walls at the moment. It's got a mixture of classical things. In all of our towns in the 18th century had a sort of neoclassic period. This is one of the buildings they put up here. It was a little bit hit by bombs. Because the port is now obsolete, it was not such a strategic target. The hand bridge, this is where a lot of the fights took place. Very typical here, you'll see these half-timbered buildings. You'll see far more in the centre. And we're coming up to what was the medieval defence, which was the castle. It was here to defend the crossing of the river. Now the castle is in ruins, it doesn't effectively exist. Where later they had the outer buildings, they've now got the civil administration. So this is where the perimeter was. These are the crown courts here. And then if you just look behind, can you see the red tower of the castle? Look through the gate, you can just see the turrets over the top. And there is the mound, the grassy mound. What they were defending, we're just about to cross. This is the water meadow of the Deed. This is the racecourse, horse race track on the right. Claims to be the oldest still functioning racetrack in the world. The soldiers of the 20th Legion used to race their horses there. And here is the river, the Dee. Now as we get closer to there, I tuned into a local radio station. As I was saying yesterday when talking about Gaelic, that it is one of the surviving Celtic languages.
Last one. Yeah. Do you think it came out? It's okay.
This is Wales. Here comes the troops.
Okay.
Wales. Very dirty river here. Dirt. But I'm quite fascinated by the way it rolls right here. A lot of our crew's is going out this way, but I think that's the way we came before. This is a wall that goes around the city. Yep. Cool. Chester. Once again, I'm all alone. It's a little inn. It's lonely at the top. But hey, I'm in England. Yes, I am. This is a dream come true. A Beatles world. I can't believe I'm actually here. There's the wall. Surrounded. On this side, there's some graffiti on the walls. Just visiting center. I'm not visiting for long, several hours though. I need to find a map. I love this wall. I love cities that have walls on them like these. Which I think is fascinating. I'll walking up here in the building, smoke's a bit busy. Every foyer. I don't want to miss it.
William is through the left-hand window there. Now, our destination is Shakespeare's birthplace. It's a slightly confusing title because it is actually two buildings. One was the family home, one was the family shop. Some stage someone knocked down the wall between the two buildings just for the convenience of walking from one place to another. Where it is furnished like a house was the home. Where it is furnished as a museum with documents relating to Shakespeare, that was the shop. Now when you walk through the house, inside the house, you may not smoke. That's obvious. Inside the house there is no photography. And just like Gretna Green, some of the doorways are extremely low. So please go careful. Now we'll get down from the coach here, ladies and gentlemen. We will walk over to the birthplace.
From Hamlet. William Shakespeare house. It's exciting. He was born here. What about a bit of history? And these are the gardens. And I'm ready to go back to Liverpool. See the Beatles. I'm gonna let Hamlet. Yeah. Lady Macbeth. How?
Can I climb up?
Well, it's okay. Go ahead. You're good looking. You're not gonna break my camera. And there we have the Shakespeare moment. I'm gonna go over here. Move away.
It's a good place to put his van, isn't it? Oh, this could be interesting. What we normally do in these cases is Derek and I close our eyes.
Beautiful neighborhood, isn't it? Stone little beans. What's significant about this neighborhood now?
Sorry?
What is the significance of this?
Oh, it's just that it's pretty.
It is, it really is. Beautiful. Well, they sure know how to torture you on this road.
Thatched roofs.